Hello, I'm coming to you from our new studio. I'm here meeting with contractors, architects, so construction can get started very soon. Recently, our ministry team was in Washington, D.C. for the International Religious Freedom Summit and the Religious Freedom in America Conference. These are not Christian events. These are global gatherings where organizations of all faith and all nations converge on Washington, D.C. to advocate, protect, and advance religious freedom for all people, everywhere, all the time. Our ministry team was there as ambassadors representing Jesus Christ and his people in all nations' public squares of business. Please enjoy this Jesus Christ CEO TV interview with our next guest.
I'm with Bob Amsterdam here this morning. Bob, thanks for taking the time in your busy schedule here at IRF to sit down with me. Tell our audience a little bit about you and why you're here at IRF.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I've been a lawyer for 45 years, doing almost solely international work. We're privileged to act for the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, which is facing tremendous persecution in Ukraine. In addition to that, we represent some sovereigns. We represent the people of the Congo in their life and death dispute with not only Rwanda, but with many companies who are importing minerals illegally through Rwanda that are Congolese. Mm-hmm. And so we work all over the world, both for American companies and foreign companies dealing with their issues and problems.
Mm. So here with international religious freedom, freedom for all people, everywhere, all the time, what are you experiencing in your work with that? Is this something that's widely accepted and where you're working or not?
I don't believe it is. I think there are tremendous challenges. As you know, Ukraine is about to ban a 1,000-year-old Orthodox church. We have terrible problems in the Middle East trying to defend Christians who are facing persecution in many countries in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. We also have minority religious issues in Africa and various countries in Africa where religious persecution is ongoing. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, freedom of religion is a touchstone that all too many companies and sovereigns don't place the proper weight on. Mm. Without freedom of religion, there is no foundation for human rights, and by the way, there's no foundation for business rights. Mm-hmm. Our firm has pioneered human rights for business, trying to develop for the business community the understanding that many of these human rights protections that exist for individuals are also relevant to business. Mm-hmm. The UN has woken up with this. They've developed their own standards for business involving due diligence that are a significant step forward and a guide for businesses that want to behave properly in the international community.
Mm-hmm. So I love it that you're a business owner. And how do you live out your faith in your trade? And in these countries, how would you not be able to do that?
Well, I think, honestly, I'm a Jew. Mm-hmm. While I have tremendous respect and work for my Christian brothers, mm-hmm. Our philosophy in many ways is the same as those who follow Christ. Mm-hmm. Live by the Bible, live by the commandments, mm-hmm. and make your word your bond. Mm-hmm. And in business today, unfortunately, that is not entirely followed in the world. And I think that's probably one of the most important lessons in life. The mm-hmm. older you get, the more you realize that you have to respect those individuals and companies that follow through on their promises, whatever the cost. I mean, we're in a very difficult business environment. Tariffs are being imposed in a way they've never been mm-hmm. before. We are, I think, at the beginning of what may be some serious trade wars. As Americans in Africa and other global South countries, we're facing a lot of issues in mm-hmm. terms of protecting our rights to operate. And we can't simply rely on treaties. we can't delegate our own protection. We need to get involved in the countries in which we operate in a very meaningful way. And I think supporting religion in those countries and being mindful of religious freedom in those countries and being good corporate citizens in those countries is an important step.
You have a lot of experience there globally. Why, in your assessment, is religious freedom not accepted or wanting to be accepted?
Well, to be honest, I mean, we can take the Ukraine example, where people are being scapegoated. The government is not terribly popular, and going after our church, which is a 1,000-year-old church, is a way for Mr. Zelensky to consolidate power. In other countries, you have the same issue where minorities are often scapegoated. And there is a loss of the universal attraction of religious freedom. Countries aren't judged on that in the same way. Our own government seems to care less about it. Our own government has made religion an aspect of foreign policy. In Ukraine, unfortunately, it was our government that has funded part of the oppression of the church I represent. We need to make sure that government policies support religious freedom directly and not instrumentalize religion to advance foreign policy goals. I think that's incredibly important. Neither Jesus Christ or any other religion or those that follow it should be used to further a particular foreign policy goal. There is a universality to Christ and to religious teachings that have to be followed and that are above the daily issues of corporations and of politics. And we cannot politicize religion.
So we know in business we have a lot of leverage if we want to use it.
Absolutely.
And we can solve a lot of problems. We're good at it. Two things. How can business of all faith be an influence to reverse what you were just talking about? And then why should the business owner that's trying to make payroll, take care of all of their staff, grow their business, even care about this in America, because most of them don't?
Well, look, as you get older, as a human being, you begin to look at the trajectory of your life. And I'll tell you, firstly, meeting payroll is very important. And you can only respect those who are fighting every day to meet payroll. But also, we all have to have a calculus of our own value in life and supporting whatever religion that may be. As I said, in the conduct of your business, not just with an occasional donation, but in how you treat your employees, in how you treat your suppliers, and in how you invest in the business, so that you are practicing sort of an ethics and a morality that you can be proud of and that will work if you're in a small business, will help you in terms of succession. What I see around us is constant instability. And one of the things that stabilizes business is having a code of not only ethical conduct, but I find those that have real faith, those that have real beliefs beyond the dollar, they achieve a lot more for their customers and for themselves.
Amen. Yeah, I agree. Well, this is, I appreciate you sitting down. You have a very vast knowledge and experiential knowledge around the world. Just look into the camera and encourage Christian CEOs, Jewish CEOs of all faith. What would you like them to know and get behind as it relates to religious freedoms and using their businesses to help further that cause?
Look, I think quite simply, study the Bible, understand that at the end of life, at the end of time, we will all be judged by ourselves as well as the Creator. And business has to mean more than simply profits. We have got to focus on our people and understanding that at the end of the day, we are not only Americans or Canadians or Congolese, but we are children of God, and we need to look out for the other guy.
Well said. Thank you so much for sitting down and educating us and encouraging us. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, God bless you.
Thank you for watching. If our ministry mandate of restoring in all nations the preeminence of Jesus Christ in business and our media mission of telling the world what Jesus is doing in business resonates with you, please support this ministry. Your financial support will help us continue to fulfill the Great Commission as missionaries in the nation's public squares of business. God bless you, and thank you for your prayers and support.